leading these cows out in Helmville to the next pasture. We're not really out of feed in this one, but I'd like to hit the next one and get the good out of it before the snow comes. If we ever get any this winter, we're at 28th of December, and not any snow on the ground. It's kind of unusual. Last year we had, I don't know, probably over a foot and a half, and had a couple well below 0 weeks already, so kind of nice, saving hay, and cows are in really good shape for no hay yet, and just a little bit of Boviblocks protein supplement. So we haven't fed these cows in Helmville or anything yet this year. They're all still out grazing. We have probably a week of feed at Snowshoe, and then I probably start feeding those cows, and then bring these Helmville cows home maybe 2 weeks. I just don't like to get more than a month before calving and not get some feed in them. I don't want them to start losing condition. And then we'll start feeding the 3-year-olds and some of these open cows that I want to sell after the first. I'll start feeding those in a week or so too, just to get a little more flesh on them. We're pretty fortunate. They'll be happy in here for a while. Alfalfa, old alfalfa, there's not much left to it, but there's a lot of grass down in it too. I think there's about 160, I think there's 80 acres of this on this side, so that'll be good for a while. There's Baylor's cow Percy, fat and happy. Happy New Year. It's the first. We're out putting mineral and protein blocks out to the cows. They're still doing good on grass. So we use these, let's see, they're 100-pound protein blocks with rumensin in it. They're 30%. And then with the rumensin, it's just able for them to digest this dry grass better and better utilize it. I found it to be the best bang for my buck. The price is a lot less than some of the other proteins out there. And the cows do well on it. And then these 100-pound blocks are nice to put out rather than a 200 or 250-pound tub. So they like their blocks. They all come up and wait for them to get thrown out. Kids are helping me. Say hi.
Hi.
Say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
I like to be on the top over here.
Got your Circle P shirts on?
Yep, and the Circle P hats.
Yep.
And
Hats for
P
Christmas.
hats.
Yeah.
I like to play. Daddy, put all this stuff in. Right there. Daddy. Cows.
Hey, baby.
Oh.
Really happy with the condition these older bunch of cows have held this winter with no hay, just protein. But it's been an easy winter, so but they're in good shape and their hair coat looks good. Here's Betty, Betsy's cow she got from her dad. She's getting old now. She's gonna be 13. This is my big cake eating cow. She'll usually come up, look for a pellet. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Kept a few bull calves out of her. She finally had a heifer calf last year, so we'll be having a calf out of her. Been working on these toolboxes that came off my old flatbed that was on the orange truck. Had to build new doors for them because the old ones were rusted pretty bad. So I cut out some new doors and welded the hinges on them, and now just got them primered and letting them dry, and then I'm going to put some black paint on them and they should be good to mount on the orange truck again. Then I'm going to build a new fuel tank that'll fit inside of them. The old one wasn't the right size. So once I get them on, I'll get the dimensions and then just have some sheet metal bent and weld up a new fuel tank that'll fit right in there the way I want it. Working on building some side rails for this orange truck. I'm gonna build it out of this 2x6 square tubing. It's a little overkill, but it'll look clean. So it'll go on the back and sides, and then my toolboxes that I painted are gonna go right here. Then I'm having a fuel tank custom bent to go in the middle. Headed out this morning to get our cows from Helmville. Semi going. Got some horses in the trailer. We're gonna haul them to Snowshoe. Started feeding 2 days ago. So it's time to get them moved home and on feed. Windy and cold. It's supposed to be 30 below by Friday, and today's Tuesday, so I'm gonna get ahead of the cold and get a start on it. Gathering these cows in Helmville, getting them in, using the neighbors' corrals. We're having a pretty good snowstorm right now. Corrals are right there. We'll run them in, and there's 3 or 4 late calvers in here that I'll sort off and put in the sale pen. Anything after about the 20th of April I won't keep around. Built these corrals about 10 years ago for Mannixes. Now we're using them to load. Hey cows, hold up. Hey. Brendel, get back. Hey. Hey, cow. What up, Mercy? Snowshoe and all these cows. This is where we'll feed them until calving time. Come on, Mama, get out. Have a top and and bottom, so I unloaded the back, and then you unload the belly. Pull out. Then you open the top door. Come on, cows. Unloading the second load of the Snowshoe. And after you unload the center top, you put 4 or 5 cows in the nose. Do some pins. And they can come out. Come on, cows. Ruby. Look, cow. Come on out. Let them out into the meadow where they'll eat the hay that we laid out for them yesterday. So we had to start feeding everything. Got these cows home from Helmville and settled in, and now everything's on feed. Benson's, Snowshoe, and my calves in Deer Lodge. Trying to get a couple days of feed in them before this cold snap comes. We're supposed to be 40 below in the next 2 or 3 days. So 10th of January and just now starting to feed. That's pretty good. I can't remember when I've went this long without feeding by now. Good savings on hay. Cows still look good. Be nice to have some extra hay saved, because with no snow this year, you never know what next year will bring, if we'll get enough snowpack to irrigate all the hay meadows or not. But thanks for watching, and tune in for our next video.